everyone, I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. This is Steve coming back with another video. Now earlier I uploaded a video asking questions about how to go ahead and get my capture device working with my TV in translation to the desktop. And I worked with a great friend tonight, Darren, Sausage Toes, and been able to come up with a great solution. We actually got it working, so I can go ahead and record some videos now. Now, one thing I haven't got set up yet is I can't record in-game videos, so I can't do like voiceover with the video yet. But I'll show you the video I do have, which is I'm going to demonstrate Pitfall, which I found on my disk here. So we'll go over to the computer and we'll get this started in 1 second here. We're going to switch over to the Power Director here first. Okay, so we have the Power Director open. This is the software that came with my game capture device. You saw the earlier video. I can minimize this and show you for a second here. Actually, never mind, I'm not going to be able to show that. I just unplugged it. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to load up a game over here on the Commodore 64. This is a game disc I have, and there's Pitfall. So it'll take a second to load. There's the Pitfall game, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Press F1 to begin. So what I'm going to do now, whoops. Just to show it a little bit in the capture card that it's playing. And then we'll switch over to the other view here in a minute. Oh, great. I'm obviously not very good at this. Let me go the other way. Okay, so we're going to switch over to the other view here, and I'm going to show you some of the other videos I got, so it'll be 1 second. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you how this has all been accomplished, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to project my camera out here so that you can kind of see this up close. First I'm just going to drop my camera down to show you what I've got going on here. You can see I've got my video player down here. So on top of here I've got my Blu-ray, and on the bottom here is my VCR. This is a VHS recorder that I've had since like I've had it for a very long time. It's been about 10 years or so. And on top of here you can see I've got my game capture card here. So what I've got going on and what was given to me, what I learned tonight with a friend today, was essentially we had to go ahead and we had to plug in the S-video into the N port, and then from here the S-video runs out, I believe it's to the back of the VCR here. You won't be able to see it here, but it runs to the back here, and I'll show you that here in just a second. And that runs from the video in to the video out. That's the S-video in to the S-video out. And then here on the front, these two right here, you can see, you probably can't see them, but these are the Commodore 64 cables that are running over here to the Commodore 64. And I think those are the audios. Yeah, those are the two audios I have plugged in there. And then over here I've got the components plugged into the out. And then I think these plug into the TV. I think so. Yeah, these are plugged into TV. We were trying to get it to display on the TV, but we didn't get that to happen yet because I don't have a very good... First of all, on my TV I don't have an S-video in port. You can only have the out or whatever, or the in or whatever. But anyways, I'm going to show you it up close and personal so we can kind of get a little better perspective of this. I'm going to pause there. Okay, so I'm back here. What I'm going to first do is I'm going to show you the game capture so you can kind of see it up close there. Excuse the wobbliness, but I'm going to try to hold this and see if I can get a focus maybe. In over here. You can see that's plugging in. And then from there, you follow the S-video out here. And it goes all the way down here. And it runs down around there, up in here. And it runs back into the video player here. So I'm going to need to move this over again. And I'm going to move this out so we can see this a little bit better. Kind of a mess of wires here. I'm going to move this out of the way. My light to show you so we can kind of see a little bit better there. You can see right there on the back on this side that I have the S-video running in the top one, so it's running into the output. And on the bottom I have the Commodore 64. That's the high performance S-video, which I found out actually does plug into here. We couldn't really plug it into the capture device. It doesn't give a good output for some reason. When you plug it into the capture device right there, it doesn't, the screen just kind of shakes and everything and rolls really bad. So eventually Darren figured out that that wasn't going to be a really good for this computer, and we had to have a better translation, which was being done here with the video recorder. And from here you can see I do have the AV outs plugged in, but that's when we were trying to get the output. That's not really necessary. We can really much unplug these. These don't really correspond to anything here. You don't even need this either, but that's just to control the cabling for the TV and everything. So put it back on there. I just wanted to show that to you so you can kind of see it up close there. Hold it there for a minute. The TV doesn't really have much to show either because really I was running the components over there to the TV. You can see the components are plugged right in there, and they're plugged into the out port. And then we got this one got unplugged, but let me plug this one back in. This one right here is the other audio for the Commodore 64 there, so we can hear the sound and everything, and that's plugged back into the out. So essentially how I got it going on here. Also to demonstrate, you can see I have a VHS video player playing one of the VHS tapes here. just to show you that it is actually working, and it records directly over to the screen here. So I can stop this and it should go right to the Commodore 64 screen. There we go. And you can see the output there. It's showing, I'll show that again. Get it back on here. A second here. And for this to be possible, I've got the menu on here for the TV, I'm sorry, for the VHS player here. You can see I had to go in here and I had to select in this mode here. We had to turn on S video here. Otherwise, originally it defaults to AV1, and I found out later there's an S video. And then finally, we also had to, I'll just shut this off. We had to go back here, and you had to put on the right channel. If you don't choose the right channel, then it's not going to find it either. There's an S video, there's AV1 and AV2, or AV2, channel 2, and so on. And that's essentially how I got it to work on that part. The VHS player, the VCR, is a Samsung. I said I don't know what year it is. I just know it's a Samsung video recorder. So it records it has a DVD player on it, and it also has a VHS on it. But it also allows you to record directly to the DVD player as well. So now in this environment here, I'm using what's called Power Director, and this is it comes with the software for the Diamond game capture device. And currently we had to go in here, we had to change some of the settings here. I'll show you this. You go in here and you want to change this to S video, and here I just set the resolution to 640 by 480. You can change this, but I don't recommend it because it kind of messes up everything. You also got the input volume here, so if you heard that noise, that was basically picking up the Commodore 64 screen right there. You can hear it, how that sounds, is picking up the background. And then here you can adjust the settings. You've got it set for this currently. Leave it there for a second. Then over here, we've got the TV setup. We had to change this format to NTSC-M, I guess for America, or whatever the M stands for. And that's for that setting. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel out of this. And then you go up here to this little gear icon for the settings. And I'll show each of these. This is just a general information. This one's really not. You can change this too, but it's only going to let you go up. Oh, I didn't have the 60 before, but now I have the 60. That's interesting. So I could actually record in 60 if I want to, frames per second. I'm currently recording at 30. And then you've got alerts, kind of notifications for the software. And this is kind of for the account. The editing. That's just if you're recording, like when you start, because you can also use this as a recorder, so you can record directly inside a Power Director here, and that's what that's used for. The editing section, which I really am not going to go over because it's not an editing video. File, it just shows you where you're going to save the document at, and just some of the things for the file. This is for the images, because you can also capture images. And then we got the display. So there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can change a lot of stuff on here. I have it set to HD preview resolution right now, so it's pretty high. Hardware acceleration. I did put on the hardware acceleration to try to get. It was bouncing a lot earlier, so we had to turn on the hardware decoding to kind of handle some of the problems I was having with the output on the display. And I don't know what this one is, OpenCL technology. There's not a very good manual for this game capture device either. It's just not very, descriptive. Here's the project. This is just for the project alone. Producing. This is when, I guess, when you go to create it after you've recorded it. I believe that's what that's for. Improvement program. I was trying to sell you something here, I guess. I don't know. And then just some other general information about I guess some of their other stuff. But those are the regular settings there. And you can see I can interact with the Commodore 64 over here as if I were running live, because I am in the background here. And let me just put on the camera here to show you what you can see me back here typing on it. I can list it, and we could just run another game if we wanted to. There's a tennis, for example. And this one has a regular menu on it. Magic, tennis. I'm going to pause this while this loads. Okay, so we're back and it loaded there. You can see it's got a screen there loaded up. Probably just press the button or something to start it. Now to get it in the full screen mode, you have to go ahead and record it. I had to do a couple different things. You saw the earlier full screen videos for the Predator and the Pitfall. I had to actually sit there and record it inside of Camtasia in a separate session, and then I had to append it back to the Camtasia Studio and run it, and save it as a complete file. So that took some editing and some work. And anyways, press return to continue. And I guess you just play against the computer or something. I had no idea how to play this. I think the audio's on. Right up here a little bit. You can barely hear. It doesn't really have much in this one. Just hitting the ball. Let me miss it, see what happens. I recorded this one earlier. Okay, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I just wanted to show you some of the things I've learned tonight. And I'm going to be doing some more videos now that I've got the capture device working directly with my Commodore 64 translated over to record videos on the desktop. We can now get some more. Actually, we can get a lot of videos up here, and the reason why I really wanted to do this and accomplish this, just to show you on hand here, there's a lot. I have a lot of different software that I can show you, and even behind me here, if you look, I have some over here, and I just have stacks and stacks of these disks everywhere. So essentially, even up here, for example, there's just more and more. So what does this mean? It means I'm going to spend a lot of time going through these programs. The nice thing about this, I didn't probably, I'll mention, you'll see it in the title, but if you didn't catch on, these videos for the Commodore 64, they're going to be output in S-Video, which is a very high resolution, so you get a really nice image and stuff like that. So that's why I really wanted to accomplish this goal. I have yet to get the display on the TV, but for now, we're just going to run it this way. So thanks guys for watching. Appreciate your subscriptions, and please subscribe to this channel and tell your friends about it, because we got some great things coming for the Commodore 64. Have a good one.